Hey everyone, today is chest day. I'm gonna do some flat bench, incline bench, and then I'm gonna do probably some cable stuff for chest. But before that, I had a good idea that came to my mind. I used to run group sessions. I haven't done that in a long time for substance use, but I'm gonna show you something how the brain works when you exercise. So you have some neurons in your brains. They don't look like this, but I'm just drawing. Can't really see them. Let me bring this a little closer right here. So, and then you got what's called neurotransmitters. These chemicals in the brain, your brain releases, right? So when you exercise, your brain releases endorphins, cortisol, adrenaline. So you got all these chemicals being released in your brain. And your brain, these neurotransmitters attached to these neurons, and this is what makes you feel good. So cortisol is actually linked to stress. So when you're stressed out, you release cortisol, and it actually helps you heighten your senses, provides you with focus. So it's not actually a bad thing, but cortisol, if you have too much cortisol all the time, it actually damages your body. So if you're constantly stressed out, it will harm your body. It kind of attacks you. So there's a link to a lot of illnesses. So when you're feeling extra stress, that can actually be harmful. But in short term, cortisol actually helps you accomplish this task. So let's say you got to do, a homework assignment. You get stressed out, or work assignment. You get stressed out, your body releases cortisol. That helps you complete the task. Once you complete the task, the cortisol levels drop. So exercise also does that. It helps you accomplish the task because you put a stress on your body, and then it helps you complete the task, and it drops. So exercise actually helps you control these cortisol levels. So if you have a stressful day and you're working, you're going to use up that cortisol while you're working out. But there's another thing. Nowadays, we have a very sedentary lifestyle, and that is causing a lot of issues with us. Like, we're not really getting the chemicals released that we need, and it's causing a lot of depression, anxiety, and people are turning to like other substances. And instead of doing some physical activity, it doesn't necessarily have to be weight training. It could be running, it could be rowing, any physical activity to release these hormones. They turn into like drugs, the phone, gambling, eating. A lot of these activities actually mimic what you're going on. So when you have the brain releasing like substances use, like drugs and stuff, they release dopamine. So the body releases all this dopamine, all these neurotransmitters get released in your body, and your body absorbs them, and it feels like this. So this is what happens. It spikes up, you feel really good, but then you drop. Why? Because this is artificial. Just the same way when people take testosterone, what happens? People's testosterone goes all the way up, but then your body doesn't want to produce it. Why? Because your body, if it has something in there, it's not going to waste energy, because your body is kind of lazy sometimes. That's why we trick it when we do exercise. Your body doesn't want to waste extra energy if it doesn't have to. So if you put something artificial in there, your body won't produce it. So the same thing happens with these neurotransmitters. So you put a drug in your body, or you overeat, or you do gambling. It's all been proven that releases the same neurotransmitters, and it kind of mimics any addictive behavior. You spike up, you feel good, drop. Spike up, feel good, drop. You never go back to the normal levels. You drop even lower than you was before, because your body doesn't want to produce those neurotransmitters. So when you exercise, this is why I love exercise. Exercise actually keeps you balanced. Move right. Let me grab this right here. Let me erase this real quick. Exercise actually helps you stand up. You go up, you come back down, normal up. So it keeps you more balanced instead of the high spikes you get from the artificial stuff. So that's my little spill right there. I hope y'all understand. If not, just leave me a comment. I can explain a little bit better. But yeah, I know it's just something that came to me. I got into social work because I want to help people, and I just want to help people. So this is an explanation why exercise is so important, physical activity compared to all the other substances. You know, and it's difficult with, especially with eating, because I was listening to Jelly Roll on Joe Rogan, and eating is one of the things that, like, it's one of the addictions that you have to keep consuming the thing you're addicted to. Like drugs you can avoid, gambling you can avoid, even sex you can avoid. But eating, you have to eat. So you kind of have to build some discipline and build new habits. And I was just talking about somebody. When you're addicted to somebody, it's not always, you know, you have to just stop that behavior. You got to build new habits and new behaviors.